Welcome to another episode of Going Beyond the Scale. 6 days ago, I started the process of thinking about, okay, we're going to be at the end of the month, and some people are doing really well. Some people maybe aren't. Some people maybe haven't started. And this is always the month of New Year's resolutions. So I thought, well, let's just look at ending the month strong and setting ourselves up powerfully for February, which this year, February 1st, is on a Monday. So I've had a lot of different topics and discussions over the past few days. And each day I'm trying to come up with another thing that might be something that will kind of crack a code, open a lock for you wherever your head is at, whether you're doing really well, or maybe you're not doing really well. And one of my favorite books that I read about 5 years ago was Shonda Rhimes' book, Year of Yes. And I read it, Kim read it. I don't know where the book went because I gave it away. I do that a lot of times. If there's a book I'm really excited about, I gave it away to somebody. So before this broadcast, I went to the library, picked this copy up because I didn't get around to getting to the bookstore, but I'm going to pick up a new copy. And this one I'm going to hang on to because reading it again, it's so chock full with great things that I think are especially important 2021, because last year was a shitstorm, and this year is going to be a year where I think a lot of people, at least even though we have a lot of challenges, are in a place where they're willing to look at what could be a new year for them to really think about things differently. So this book is timely and timeless. You guys will hear me say that a lot because that's the kinds of books that I love to read that are timely and timeless, but this one truly is. And it's not just about one thing. That she's literally talking about her whole entire life. And if you know Shonda Rhimes, she's extremely successful. She's somebody that what you would think is that's who she is. She's got to be a yes because she's so successful in so many areas of her life. This book is about a challenge she got from her sister. And it really shows an insight that there may be people that you think are very, very successful, look accomplished, but quite frankly, they're not as outgoing as you would think they would be. So I want to read you a little the jacket, the inside, the front, and the back, because it'll give you a good idea of why it's important, I believe, for you to pick up this book. Whether you buy it, I would say buy it and hang on to it and highlight it. If you don't want to buy it, download it or get an audio copy of it or go to the library. But do yourself a favor and get this book, because this is perfect timing for no matter where you are and whether or not you start on February 1st on a program. It doesn't matter, because it's a year of yes. And quite frankly, this year of yes should be a year of yes every day in your life and every year. So it opens up by saying, in this poignant, hilarious, and deeply intimate call to arms, Hollywood's most powerful woman, the mega-talented creator of Grey's Anatomy, okay, probably you've seen the show. If you haven't, it's an incredible show, and Scandal, love both of those shows, an executive producer of How to Get Away with Murder, reveals how saying yes changed her life and how it can change yours too. So, with 3 hit shows on television and 3 children at home, I mean, anybody who's got kids at home knows how tough that can be, especially now with everything you're having to do at home. Shonda Rhimes has a lot of good reasons to say no when invitations arrived. Hollywood party? No. Speaking engagement? Nope. Media appearances? No. I mean, think about it. She doesn't really need to do anything. She's successful, whatever. And to an introvert, and that's what was shocking to me, like I would have never thought that she was an introvert. And to an introvert like Shonda, who describes herself as hugging the walls, in quote marks, at social events and experiencing panic attacks before press interviews, there was a particular benefit to saying no. And probably a lot of people relate to this. Nothing to fear, okay? Then came Thanksgiving 2013, when Shonda's sister Dolores muttered 6 little words at her. You never say yes to anything. Those 6 words became a wake-up call and a challenge. Soon thereafter, Shonda began her Year of Yes project. She committed for 1 year to say yes. There were terrifying public yeses, yes. She would give the Dartmouth commencement address at she would give the commencement address at Dartmouth in front of 10,000 graduates and their families, and appear on Jimmy Kimmel Live. There were excruciating yeses. Yes, she would start taking her health seriously. great chapter on that whole thing that she did, and kind of being very transparent about her health and what her challenges were. And it wasn't just her size, it was like how she felt emotionally, physically, everything. And she would force herself to have difficult conversations about relationships and situations that were holding her back. Yes, even holding her back. And there were perhaps the most difficult and meaningful of all, the yeses that required her to explore, empower, applaud, and to love her truest self. Yes. Profound, impassioned, and laugh out loud year. And the year of yes, Shonda Rhimes reveals how saying yes changed and saved her life, and inspires readers everywhere to change their own lives with one little word: yes. So read it. Do yourself a favor and read it. Listen to it, whatever. It's so powerful, and it's something that I think that you'll really get a world of relatability to. And I think for a lot of people, especially here in the Going Beyond the Scale community, people are starting to open up. Maybe you haven't opened up yet, but I can just see more and more people are starting to share. And that's what's so important. I think that's the biggest part. If you did nothing else in this particular year about your well-being, would be getting to a place where you're actually being open, authentic, transparent. Maybe not to everybody within this particular community group, but maybe it's with a close friend. These are the kinds of things, opening up your thoughts and sharing what you think is really a secret. The line, what's most secret is most common, you'll find can be probably one of the best things you can do in 2021 for your well-being. So get the book. If you don't get the book and you're not sure about it, at least go to her website, which is shondaland.com. Go there. There's a lot of great pieces in there about what she's doing. And also, I will post a link if you have a Peloton app. You don't have to have a Peloton book, but if you have the app, or if you want to get the app, there is a whole place in there that's called A Year of Yes that Peloton has done with Shonda. Same type of thing, to be able to really bring to life what she's sharing, to be able to connect your mind and body to doing something, getting a little bit more active. So once again, thank you for your generosity for being here today. This is 6 days until February 1st, Monday, February 1st. I'll be back again tomorrow for 5 days left in this month to end this month strong and just set yourself up powerfully for the new month overall. So if you have not invited people to become part of this community, please do so. We're finding that it's growing very rapidly. We're finding more and more people that are coming in and sharing what they're doing. And I just think that the more we can get more people being open and in the spirit of what Shonda's saying yes to what's possible for them in their life, no matter where they are. The whole idea of is show up where you are now. Okay, be who you are, be truthful, be honest. I think you're going to find that for yourself, it's going to work well. It's going to help you, and you're going to love it when you invite other people in and they find something for themselves and they become thankful. They say, thank you. This was one of the things I really needed. It's a great catalyst for making a change in this year. So thanks again, and I will see you guys again tomorrow.